health and the economic health of the people that live in the neighborhood, simply because they're opposed to the way it looks, and that's the thing is like, the Iranian people need to be able to self-determine. If they have an outcome in mind and it doesn't match your outcome, I don't think you should be coming in and saying that the outcome they desire requires being colonized and controlled. I think what they're doing is leveraging the resources they have to get to the outcome that they want. And you, it sounds like to me, even though you're not explicitly stating it, have a different outcome in mind. You have different priorities. And being Muslim, and both being Muslim doesn't necessarily mean your priorities align. So that's all. That just from an outsider perspective.
I never mentioned Islam, Korah. That wasn't even my angle. And I never want any people to be under oppression anywhere or anything. But a known pattern that's been going on for the last 100 years, and the outcome is still the same. I'm not saying...
I'm saying it's not the same. The outcome is
asking for a foreign intervention always end up that being a traitor, and then the traitor get ostracized after the foreigner leaves them behind.
So if you have an oppressed population that doesn't have access to resources, and their only way to gain resources, right, is to go outside of the oppressors in their country that have control over a regime or to gain resources, what other options do you like in Iraq? They would be waiting for people to deny
they have the whole
in the brains of every single Iranian to stay in power. Do you understand that is what we've already been told? Do you understand
that this can happen?
They killed 50,000 people in a matter of 48 hours. Americans cannot do work.
The IRGC, fuck every government on the planet. I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is that the people that clap for the coup in Egypt, he did the same. Nobody can say shit. And everyone in prison, and he extracted all the economic power from the bottom to the point of that 60% of the population of Egypt, 110 million, is under the poverty line.
Correctly, all you're saying to us is we're going down to hell, no matter what.
No,
yes, because we don't have any other option. We can't stick with the IRGC. We cannot continue with the IRGC the way that it is. We cannot continue with the IRGC because they're killing us at an alarming rate at this point. They have shown a willingness to use the military of the country against their own goddamn people. And we have an unarmed coup going against that.
The coup that got accepted by every Western country on the planet killed almost 4,000 people in one night, in one place.
4,000 compared to 25,000?
In one place.
We killed 25,000. They killed 25,000 people per night.
In one night, in one place.
Listen,
This is not about the IRGC versus the people alone, because the IRGC is supported by foreign countries. Okay, if Aziz's argument would make sense if it was just Iranians versus Iranians, but it's not. And it's never been that way in Iran.
Z and Mary, I think you guys are both opposed to the IRGC, and you both want the same thing for the Iranian people. It's just different ways of going about it. So let's maybe both of you, or Z, since Mary's the mod and she's from Iran, maybe let's you should try to find a middle ground where you guys would come to an agreement, because you ultimately want the same result. It's just different ways of going about this.
Dude, he is an Islamist. He's an open Islamist.
He is not an Islamist. Islamist is not even a fucking word. Islamist is not even a word. Islamist is not a word. It's not a word. It's not a word. How about that?
There's no secret.
Islamist is not a word.
It's a word, and she is
no. It's a Western term you white people made up. It's not a word.
What? Like, what does that mean? All she's saying is internally topple. Do not externally freaking lend your hand out to that.
And I wanted to say something to Z, just as somebody who, because me and Z, we agree on a lot of things, and I think I can communicate what she's trying to say a little bit differently. I think if we can agree that Reza Pahlavi should be a transitional power, then I don't really think that Mary and Z would disagree, because I think what Z is trying to say is that, for example, if we look at what happened in Masr, when Hosni Mubarak became the president of Egypt, in 1981, after Anwar Sadat was assassinated, he was supposed to be the stabilizing transitioner, someone who could guide the country through a difficult period. But instead of stepping aside,